So, guys, let's take a look at Disney Plus. This is the new Disney streaming app that just came out, streaming service. And Disney has been putting trigger warnings on movies and TV shows. They've also been altering and changing movies and TV shows. And they got caught by doing this with The Simpsons. Now, Disney owns everything. It owns all your Marvel superhero movies. It owns Star Wars. It owns part of Hulu. It basically owns everything. And it's altering TV shows and movies. And it's putting trigger warnings on things. It got caught with The Simpsons because there's a part in The Simpsons. The Simpsons is a popular cartoon. Well, there's one episode where Mr. Burns is walking around and he sees Maggie, which is the baby daughter of the Simpsons, and he goes to reach for her lollipop, and he has a gun in his holster. Mr. Burns is the old, rich white man, and he goes to reach for her lollipop. She grabs his gun and she shoots him. Now, the Disney altered this where Mr. Burns shoots Maggie. So, it is what it is, right? Mr. Burns, he's the old rich white man. He's holding everybody down. He's the elite, because that's the character he plays in The Simpsons. He's the old white man that owns and runs everything. And, he just goes over and shoots Maggie. And it sparked a little bit of an outrage. Basically, people were using a hashtag Maggie shot first. That's just a small example, but Disney is altering shows to either fit an agenda or go a certain way, a certain narrative, and they are not only doing that, but they're putting a warning to warn people, like, this movie you're about to watch may offend you or may upset you because it was made back in the 50s or the 60s or the 70s or even the 80s, and it's not, by today's standard, you'd be offended by it. Don't protest it or hold a rally against us because, we're warning you type of thing. But they're altering it. So this is what Disney does, and this is also the reason for COPPA. If you don't know what COPPA is, if you noticed, the minute that the FTC came down with this COPPA and YouTube is basically said no more kid content, and if you do kid content, you're not getting paid any money, and if you do kid content, it's basically not going to show up anywhere, and we're basically wiping it out. Like, they're giving you no incentive to make it. It's because of Disney and Disney Plus. Disney and all these kid channels like Nickelodeon and all of them, they're all losing out to YouTube. More children watch YouTube than they do Disney, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, you name it combined. And these big corporations cannot have that. They're losing control. Because if you're making content or you're doing something, well, Disney can't alter it to fit its, narrative or to fit its agenda. They can't make it that Mr. Burns shot Maggie. They don't have any control over you, but what they're doing is they're using the government, probably through spending and lobbyists, to basically kind of shut down kid content on the web, which is amazing. But hopefully somebody will come up with a way to fight it or get around it. I'm hoping that somebody does something. I don't make kids videos, but it's just a fact. It's the principle that they don't want any more kids content on the web. They basically want you to go through Disney Plus, who's going to alter the TV show, who's going to put a trigger warning telling you that what you're watching is not culturally appropriate or it's not, up to today's standards. They're making that rule. And you can't get that when you have some guy making content on his laptop and he's just, speaking the truth and going forward. They have to control that. So these big corporations, they're losing viewership, they're losing money, and they're losing control. You're putting on Disney Plus, and it's all good because it's Disney, it's for kids, but they could be altering things, and they could be changing things. And they could be changing things to a certain political agenda or narrative that you do not agree with. That's why all these new Star Wars movies definitely lean and go a certain way. I mean, you can just look at it and you can make your own opinion. And that's what Disney is doing. It's a lot different than what Disney was when it was Walt Disney who was making movies. Now it's kind of this. Disney today is now anti-Disney. I don't know how else to put it. It's definitely going against a lot of stuff. They don't like a lot of things in today's society. They put in little things. They alter little things. They make it fit their agenda. So that's really it. I don't know if you have Disney Plus. That's great. I don't have Disney Plus. I have Disney. I have cable, and I got Disney and Disney Junior and all that. And I've seen what goes on those channels, and it is what it is. But if anything, like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think about all this. I think that the reason COPPA happened is because of this Disney Plus. Disney Plus came out, and then right after that, they were pushing this Disney Plus. COPPA came, FTC came down. YouTube now is, no more kids channels or else. And the government's going to fine you. You personally, the content creator, $42,000 if you do anything that's kid related. So, I don't know. You can do kid-related stuff and make no money, which means you're going to have poor quality. Or you can do kid-related stuff, and if they don't like it or they think it's adult or whatever it is, they'll fine you or they'll demonetize you or they'll strike your channel. They'll take your channel down. It's weird. But anyway, like, subscribe, comment. Hope all is well. Talk to you guys soon. God bless you. I hope everything's going good, and I will talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye.